Welcome everybody to the Overwatch game. Sorry, Aurora Overwatch Clash Week 2. We have the Vega Vengeance versus the Cats in Hats. Map 1 is going to be Circuit Royale, picked by the Vengeance. I'm Nave on the cast here with Booney, Corey on the prod. Should be an exciting game tonight.
That should be. I mean, we saw a fairly, I should say, two completely opposite week one results for both these teams. Vega Vengeance having a good, solid victory in their week one matchup, and then, Cats and Hats falling to the Armada there towards the end of the week, but making it 3-1, making it a fairly competitive game as well with the Neptune team is always a good start. But right now, coming in Vega Vengeance, going into Circle Royale, which I don't know about you, Nate, but I'm really digging the not starting on Koth every week. It gives these teams a lot more control over where they want to go. And I'm guessing they're taking us here because they have, taken Wallet, Tommy Slat on this kind of circuit spam comp, which looks really good for him, against Greg, who is sorely limited to more so that Lucio kind of gameplay. But we're seeing the Iliari here start things out, something new we haven't seen from Greg yet this season.
Yeah, he's always joking about the highest level player playing main support, but we'll see maybe if it, him on that Aurora gets more impact. His War, first pick on the Torbjorn, killing Par right away. See, War, interesting. Normally he plays this May, but May was banned this map, so he can't. He's going to move over to that Torbjorn instead here. As we just see the Sigmas trying to just duel it out, fight for positioning on the cart. Not too much happening right now, as Para has rejoined the fight.
And yeah, the fact that Tor gets the opening pick with War there, taking Para out, taking the Sojourn away, that's a lot of damage gone. But now War's first call actually on the other side, and Fish taking a substantial amount of damage here from Master Jedi, forcing to back up, use those significant Sigma cooldowns, and Dark Jorgo now has basically full control of the streets corner here.
Yeah, they're going to have to give the entire corner here. The Vega Vengeance backing up. Para's on this high ground, looking to swing wide here. As Fish still kind of playing in the open, is forced to use his hands. Rock there from Dr. Jorgo goes a little bit wide, but the Vengeance are still going to have to back up even more. Surrender more space. War has rejoined now. Coming up to some
rock from 2 feet away.
Yeah, not his best moment there. Dr. Jorgo missed his own rock there. He's going to go down for it. Lamp not in time there from Warbler Hawk, as look at the cleanup going to come through on the rest of the Cats and Hats. They're going to fall. Vega Vengeance, they get the fight win.
Dr. Jorgo having the new accretion eat tech.
Yeah.
Sigma, but I mean, we're looking at this now. The almost coming online here. Fish having the flux much earlier than Jargo, but see if they have any response to it.
Early window from Tommy Slat. Force the lamp and the hands from Dr. Jargo.
But
yeah,
these ults.
Yeah, they're playing a bit too far away for Fish to go for this flux, but it's gonna be difficult to walk. Greg's gonna elect to use his Sun here. Does catch on Fish. Oh, explosion, not enough to kill him. Fast, forced to back up here. Turret will go down. We'll see if they want to go with this, maybe this window. We're on the corner.
I mean, in the meantime, Dark Jargo has massive flux percentage here, has it online. Flux are going to go back and
flux for
here,
both teams, but there is no Transcendence available. No Transcendence available playing that Lari, so the flux from Fish gets a lot more value. Warbler Hawk, or Par going to try to turn the fight with his overclock. Swifter does go down. Rock not able to hit Fish though.
I mean, they're all falling so weak here. Fish is so low, but has the skill just in time. Their 3 forwards have returned here now for the Vega Vengeance. Jargo just trying to save on cart, but War has the Molten Core save off here. 1 minute remaining, and Cibola versus the Molten Core here. Which deepest ult finds the value they need to open things up. Ooh, good shot down by Greg though.
Yeah, War goes down. Fish able to miss the rock here, and Dr. Jargo is gonna keep stabilizing on this point. Fish kind of low. Lamp forced to be used to keep him alive here. Window available for Tommy Slide. He might try to use it to turn it, but he just goes down instead. Bola doesn't connect here for Master Jedi, but they won't need it. They're going to get first point.
Connected to the wall, but they're going to get the kills anyway. At the end, it's just an aura fire moment for Master Jedi. And, I mean, the fact that Dr. Jargo is able to live there on cart with Warbler Hawk, keeping them alive is a huge swing there for him because it allows them to get the reinforced back just in time, get the opening pick, force the flamp early. War's Lone Core goes wide, and now looking really good for him here.
Yeah, Dr. Jargo is actually so far ahead on his flux. Swifter's not even close to that Transcendence. If he can build this flux fast, it should be a good, ult to try to win a fight.
coming in here. Ward has a turret in the back line here, but again, an early hand forced by Fish. Dark Dragon by one. He gets the Metallic Field just in time to stay alive. But Greg again, with the Captain Sunfine's taking Wallet. Good opening pick.
Lamp, once again, not there in time from Tommy Slat. Fish kind of falling low now. Is going to go down. Dr. Drago will get traded, but the man advantage is just too much here for the Cats and Hats. They're looking like they're going to take second here.
I mean, despite the really slow start on A, Greg just basically single-handedly says...
Fish is on Reinhardt.
Right now. And yeah,
the Ryan is back here to contest.
3-1, but the window is in time. Oh my... Fish is stat padding in my lobby.
Meanwhile, Para is in the backline of the Vengeance. You know, managed to kill War. Flux from Dr. Jargo just to secure it. As Para is still on this high ground.
I don't know how Para is able to get in there in time. That's insane.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the scorecard right now. Greg is 12-2 on the Alari, with bronze damage on the squad. Like, it's perhaps because the guy have Lucy a little more often, and Cats and Hats might have more success. But Wallet still with this bullet shot to open things up, but Master Jedi will respond, and Par has the overclock to try and melt Fish out of his form here. But Swifter's down to the floor, but Par just finds two when no ult is needed, and the cart continues to move.
Yeah, Master Jedi Guy's still going to try to go here with this Bola. Lamp is there to keep Tommy Slap alive. But as soon as the lamp goes away, he falls as well. Fish is still alive here, though. Really hard to deal with this Ramatra. Yeah.
I mean, Greg almost had the moves there to get away from that one. Swifter's trying to respond and get these kills. The cart has moved basically to the last corner here of Circuit Royale. And with the ults coming online from eventually your Captain Sun close to being here. Overclock still in that pocket, but Taken Wallet has to use the boulder shot. Cannot be eaten by Dr. Drago's Spear Spin. Fish really nowhere near annihilation, and we've seen Fish his cooldown being forced really early with just the spam from Master Jedi, and Greg again falling so weak.
He's so low.
No voice, but he used the form here early, and now here comes the push to the high ground.
Right, going with the Sun is gonna catch on to Fish, and Par with the overclock gets two already. Still on that high ground. Fish low on point is gonna fall. Looking to get these cleanup kills. Tommy Slat's gonna die on cart. Swifters as well. It's gonna be how tough do you think a touch here? Fish is gonna go over to the ball, try to get the touch.
I mean, they have window, they have Bola, they can get that touch with the Bola being the Master Jedi 8% Warblehawk with a finalizing window here. But Master Jedi falls early, and a big Bola shot up on a Para. If I take one, find spawn doors. Warblehawk tries to spawn, but your Tycho just in time there.
Yeah, now
that might not be enough here.
Yeah, Amplification Matrix here from Tommy Slat just to secure the fight. It is going to be enough for the retake. It was a good Bola from Taken Wallet on to Para, gets that kill. Crucial for the retake.
Yeah, very crucial here, but now no ults on your side. I mean, War maybe gets Tectonic Shock mid-fight, Swifters with a beat, but you're looking at a Bola, at a window from the other side. Dr. Jargo as well with the Terror Surge coming up. And they're taking this fairly slow here, taking this aggregate advantage, trying to get Master Jedi in position, but
Swifters is caught!
Is nowhere near the squad right now, and that might just be a half-defining loss right there. But if I Warblehawk on the other side, that's the window taken out.
Yeah, Fish was able to go into the backline and pick up Warbler Hawk, but the DPS now for the Vengeance have died.
Oh, big pull.
Yeah, pull there from Dr. Jargo and the Bola as well onto Fish. The gold is going to run out. He's going to fall down. War doesn't have the dig available. Is going to drill onto the point. Does fall down. Taking Wallet on Tracer for one last touch here. Window from Warbler Hawk just to seal it. Tommy Slat, he's going to fall. And they're going to get the cap with 10 seconds left.
Yep, going to get that full cap. And I mean, someone please just mark Para at the spawn doors. You're gonna walk by him coming back from spawn, because I mean, Para is currently 22 or 28-2 on this map. Like, an absolute Sojourn masterclass here so far from Para, but you gotta look at Greg here, so 23-3 on the Alari. It's looking pretty dusty. This map choice might not have been it for the Vega Vengeance, because we're seeing a bit of a struggle here for them in just terms of what comps to play. They're swapping the DPS around, swapping the tanks constantly, and they're just kind of getting out-dueled with the ultimates towards the end of these points here. And at the end, it's just find the value with your ultimates. I mean, you look back at War getting his Molten Core canceled on A. You see Swifters dying with the beat there at the end. War can't build that can't build a Tectonic Shock. Thomas has window used into one fight. It's just the Vega Vengeance are seemingly struggling with the team play here, whereas the Cats and Hats are looking very strong despite their first week loss here, coming back with a, I guess for lack of a better word, some vengeance here in week 2.
Yeah, I think the Mei ban is something really important to shout out here. We know how much Mei, War likes to play, especially on a map like Circuit Royale. And he likes to calm really heavily, try to play around those walls really aggressively, but you just can't do the same thing when you're on Torbjorn or Venture. It plays very differently, and I think that's throwing them off a lot.
We saw in the grand finals how good the Mei was here for the one map the Suspicious Sherbs won was with War on Circuit Royale on Mei. So
Yeah.
that's actually a huge loss here. And War goes to the Hanzo, which I don't know if we've seen this year before, but who knows? Maybe he's a bit cracked on the both master, but a lot of space being given up here though. Early they can't.
Yeah, we'll see. Dr. Jargo is on this Orisa instead of the Sigma. Par does get the first pick onto War though, which is good, but they've already conceded the first corner. The big issue I have here with Orisa, especially into like Zenyatta, is it's so hard to hold your space. Sigma just puts his shield up in front of you, and you really can't do anything as Orisa. Warblehawk is gonna fall to Swifters, and Dr. Jargo, he's gonna have to keep backing up, keep giving more space. So low. Does survive for now, but
they're for free here.
Yeah, I think Dr. Jargo is going to try to go for another touch here, maybe. Does get rocked. And they're just going to give it.
I think if you're playing this Orisa comp, you can't play the high ground first. You have to play the first corner. You have to make them brawl into you because we saw them just drop and give the space for free. Where the advantage of the Orisa here into the Sigma is just trying to push him back, not allow him to walk for free. But Fish has just been walking him down right now the front line, no issue whatsoever, taking the space and taking names, but
yeah, it's just
look at the ult line here for the Vega Vengeance and taking wall, find him multiple here at the back end, and this staggers continue.
Yeah, I think it's just a complete comp mismatch here. Not having Lucio to make Dr. Jargo fast, he's just kind of stuck in the open and not really able to hold his space because he just gets poked out. Greg gonna go here, but it's a nice block from Fish.
Yeah, and it doesn't get any better for the Cats and Hats here, as once again that ult's gonna go wide and really nothing to respond with this one. Fish still holding the door, has Flux online. They're getting the Flux Mola combo. The window comes out, but the pull from Dark Jargo, but just can melt it to the window.
And now here comes the Flux, hits both supports. Overclock from Para on the 10 is gonna pick up one before he goes down. The DPS for both teams out of the fight, but they're just gonna get the cap.
You gotta imagine that this, though, is where the rest of the comp might start to work a little better here on point C, but you can see it's so much space already with these late staggers, and just the time bank is near immeasurable here for the Vega Vengeance. You're gonna have still 3 ults to use.
Yeah.
Transcendence and both DPS ready to pop at any moment. Just the window from Warhawk. Greg with a desperate swap over onto the Ana. Just trying to find a nade to make work, but Dr. Jargo hits the rock, and right now Fish continues to hold the high ground with the Dragon back. And oh, big nade though.
Yeah, Anti-Swifters decides not to use the Trank to keep himself alive. Fish would go down as well. Greg on the Ana already getting the value. War gonna reset off to the side of the map. And that's an important fight to win there. He stopped the snowball. War used his ult as well, so you got one out. And you need to just make the Vengeance fight for every inch here, right? You gotta get this 4-minute time bank down.
Yeah, now they're going to be walking into a window on high ground here potentially for the Cats and Hats. So it does get a lot more difficult here for the Mega Vengeance unless they just give the card up for free here. They're very split right now. It's a very interesting approach right now. But Swifters gets antied and has to try to stay alive. Greg will fall though, but Warblehawk with the one on high ground trying to save him on back for just a couple more seconds.
Yeah, This is over now. Warblehawk still on this high ground, but not able to keep Dr. Jargo alive. The lamp not quite there to save him. The Cats backing up now, trying not to stagger. Looking to maybe get one more touch here, but Warblehawk not able to live.
It's not looking good here. Dr. Jargo with this desperate swap over on the Winston for this touch here, but that Discord over just melting this monkey, and you just saw the ragdoll right across the cart, and with a near 5-minute time bank here at the end into overtime. I might have to eat my words. This might have been the map pick for the Mega Vengeance, but you gotta think the Cats and Hats, they did not play the defense well in nearly any aspect.
Yeah. I honestly can't I can't fathom the Orisa pick. You know that like Dr. Jargo, he was playing the Sigma perfectly fine. You know, points 1 and 2 on their attack. You know, I get swapping off point 3 once Fish went over to Ramatra, but not playing Sigma on defense or even Ramatra on defense is just like I just think that's just not the play.
I mean, I don't even know how you respond to this now because they're just you have to have a speed run, but with how well the A defense went for the Vega Vengeance last time, you have to think there's really nothing you can do. Back to the Sigma here now for Dr. Jargo. Greg was looking at the Iliari, but hovering the Kiriko for now. Bound to Lucia. Okay, Greg tried to play Mystery Heroes in spawn. I'm not gonna talk about that guy until they walk out of the spawn doors here, but we're back on us Hanzo. No more Torb shenanigans on the defense. And now, I mean, the Vega Vengeance, they only have like 13 elims, and 20 elims is their gold, but they have 5 minutes in timings because there's just no real fights they took on the attack.
Yeah, attack here for the Cats and Hats. They're gonna have to make something work. They only have 1 minute. Dr. Jargo back on this Sigma now. He's gonna fight Fish for this corner. You know, they're gonna have to get some sort of pick here from one of the DPS, I imagine.
Yeah,
or try to build one of those portals really fast, but
again, this Discord Orb, this swap for Swifters off this Lucio over on the Zen has proven very fruitful here. The Discord Orb on Jargo is not allowing him to take as much space as they would like. Walker's getting hit what's around a corner, so they're just fine, but still, space very
Counter run in
Swifters
though. Force the lamp out from Tommy Sled is going to keep the Zen alive, but now that resource no longer available. Fish going to give the corner now. Para on this high ground. Fish kind of playing split here. We'll see if the Cats can try to punish us a little bit, but Warlock goes down. War first pick. Disaster.
Yeah, great opening pick there from War. The captain trying to bring it back here at Sigma Royale. Swifters are getting hit with the rocks. There's a 1-for-1, and now Immortality is used. Do they find another pick here? Dr. Jargo just trying to save us on the card here. War is in
solo. War is by himself.
On the swarm. No way. And they're going to keep pushing here. Dr. Jargo close to Flux. Fish might have it first, but do they decide to invest it here now?
Greg's going to go with his son first. Catches on the Fish. The rock is there from Dr. Jargo. They secure the kill. They're going to get the cap, and they can take a lot of space here with the overtime spawns. You know, every death matters so much.
Also, Corey, feel free to press left control anytime on your keyboard to get rid of that annoying hero level thing on the side. I just noticed it on my end, but we'll get rid of that. Such a great addition to Overwatch. Thank you for that one, but a lot of ults coming online for both squads here. Swifter's 80% hit trance, so if Dr. Jargo gets that advantage and sees that timing here on the Flux, it could be massive. But opening window here from Constantine is just a bit early because the card isn't on that corner just yet.
Bola also goes a little bit wide there from Taken Wallet. So 2 ults used there for nothing much. Dr. Jargo whiffed with the Flux. Hit 2 from Fish, but he gets rocked! Zenyatta evil Fish alive. Yeah, Trank now on point. It's just too much for the cast to deal with. They're gonna fall.
Worst ult of all time just dropped. Holy.
I mean, yeah, I kind of understand it. You know, you gotta make a play. You know, overtime fight, but I mean, Transcendence is it's just too strong there to deal with.
Yeah, no, Swifters with the trance, being the one to bring it over the finish line. But you gotta think though, if you are the Cats and Hats, that's not a bad push for 1 minute whatsoever. It's a definitely a hopeful situation. You just don't play Rissa on A again. Don't do that again. Go back to Sigma. We're seeing Dr. Jargo is holding serve with Fish on this, and it allows Para and Master Jedi on these more spammy DPS to win out these duels more with War and Taken Wallet. Because, no offense to War, I'm probably taking Para in the long-range duel if they have a Sigma to back him up. So Greg is showing the Zen on the defense here, though. Do you like this one over, like, the Iliara we've seen? Just playing more for that Discord over spamming down Fish and try to make it work.
I do, and the reason I do is because you're going to have to win so many fights here because they have almost 5 minutes. One of the fights you're going to have to win is against Flux, and unfortunately, what they were playing before, the Fluxes were getting so much value. That time, it got rocked there from Dr. Jargo, but, outside of a Miracle, Rock, something like that, you really need the Transcendence to live through those ultimates. And the pick potential still there on the Zen,
Especially with how mechanically skilled Greg is. You know, they are a hit scan player, but showing off the mechanics on this Iliara early in this match so far. And Dark Jorgo holding the quarter.
Oh,
War!
War!
Okay, never mind, go. I take it back. I take War longer hit scan duel over anybody. Neptune who? War is the GOAT. I mean, what can you do against this man?
I mean, 2 times now under attacking, he's gotten the first pick. He's just good for it every time. Dr. Jorgo still kind of holding this aggressive position. Sigmas rock each other, you know, a little bit, you know. But
Good
he's gonna be forced to back up. Para does get the snipe over on a taken wallet, but the cat's still forced to back up on this corner.
But allows them to hold this corner once again. They don't have to concede the whole point A just yet. And with Tara again finding Swifters, Fish Force Street gets for Orbital, keep that Sigma at bay. And they're stabilized here in the defense again at first corner. And now Para has full control over the Titans of A.
Yeah, Tommy Slat already 80 to this window. He's gonna come up on that really fast, a lot faster than Warbler Hawk. So they might try to play slow, go for the window play. Fish taking this left side angle here. Dr. Jargo just kind of forced to respect it a little bit.
Greg.
Oh yeah.
Over 45% more than Swifters right now, so Fish's flux here is faster, but it will be countered out much more easy.
Window on there, Dr. Jargo is low, but Craig dies 98 to Trank. It's a disaster for the Cats. They're forced to give all the space. Window now from Orbital Hawk, try to gain some of it back. Rock goes onto Dr. Jargo, he's gonna fall. Flux comes in, does miss, and they give the cap, but Warbler Hawk dies late. The Cats need to reset now if they're gonna get another fight.
Yeah, but Fish not going to get that. Fish is moving way up to the spawn room here, trying to force him away with Thomas that backing him up. Horror will try forcing it with the overclock and Aura alone, but I mean, if you win one fight here for the Cats, if you make these ults work, it's definitely very doable because the Flux won't be online here again. They're walking it with the overclock, trying to make it work, but a big right click here from taking Wallet. Takes part and Master it very low. The
1 meter,
out,
does get the touch.
Fish dead!
Fish is dead. Transcendence here from Greg. Warbler Hawk not able to live through it. But another Bola here from Master Jedi is gonna clean up the fight. The Cats do win, but it cost them everything.
The Cats win, it cost them everything, but the losing effort, it cost them a lot as well. It cost them that trance, cost them that Bola shot. You're gonna have Dragon here from War, and Swiffer swaps over onto Lucio.
This is interesting. I think I think the reasoning here is that you need to cross this gap really fast, and they're gonna go speed right at Dr. Jargo. Rock does get blocked. War here with the dragons on point. Dr. Jargo living for now, forced to use his hands. Lamp already out here for the vengeance. Trades on either sides. No DPS here for the Cats. Window on point. Dr. Jargo does dodge the lamp, or does dodge the rock there.
Different right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's just dominating Fish. War is... Okay. Taken while it's still alive. He's gonna get staggered a little bit. And now it's down to minute 26. Probably gonna be one fight unless the Vengeance played really fast.
Minute 26, and Jargo will have Flux. And you have no ults to negate it. You have no trance, no beat. Taking one out with the Bola has to be huge here. But if they play this fight long enough, Greg and Warlock will have their support almost mid-fight here. And this is looking actually very good now for the Cats and Hats. A rotation up the high ground here to try to...
Warlock's gonna get caught.
Swifter's
low, did he kills?
How?
And Flux is there, it hits everybody on the Flux! It's ginormous!
How does that work?
Total clean kill, but that fight was fast enough. They're gonna get another one, and there's no more Flux now. But both support ults here for Warbler Hawk and Greg. This Transcendence is going to be the difference maker.
As well as high ground, nigh uncontested right now. Overclock will be online mid-fight here. This is looking disastrous now for the Vega Vengeance. This might be a fumble and a half of a map right now.
Yeah, they're gonna try to speed onto this high ground though. Para and Warlock have to be careful. Lamp forced to used early there. They are gonna live through, and Fish dies! Tommy's leg goes down too. 14 seconds left. Swifter's on the cart, but no one's with him. The Cats. I don't think they can touch here. Tommy Slad's going to the Curie. Fish is on the ball. 4 seconds. Can he get there? He's gonna roll, but he gets rocked by Dr. Jargo, and the Cats in Hats are gonna win map 1.
Absolutely insane defense. Wow. I mean, what was that? 4 minutes just for that little
440
corner? just incredible. I mean, the support line for the Cats and Hats were making things, were doing wonders, but Dr. Jargo on that Sigma was holding it down on cart that entire B defense. The Cats and Hats really coming together there at the end, and that's a map choice, that's a map pick, you know, for the Vega Vengeance now completely shattered. And and the Wu Yang was also banned there as well, so you gotta think the Cats are looking very good for the rest of the series. We're going to a quick map break though. Where we go after this is up to Vega Vengeance.
Welcome back to the Overwatch Clash Week 2. We are on map number 2 after the Cats in Hats won on Circuit Royale. The Vengeance, they take us to King's Row, and interestingly enough, we have a Torb and a Ball ban. What are your thoughts on this, Booney?
Oh, of course, the most prominent comp on Kings Row. Everybody knows you play it. You play the melt my balls comp on Kings Row, as I like to dub it. But yeah, I guess we're just forced to watch the Zarya Reaper, I'm guessing Verity will go over on Reaper, so we're getting a complete mirror match here. And we saw Dr. Jargo was kind of moving like Thanos to BH on the Zarya last week. You know, we've known Fish for that more main tank style. We haven't seen a lot of the Fish Zarya, but I think anybody with thumbs can make the Zarya Reaper work. So it'll be basically down to I want to say War versus Para on the DPS. And we saw last map Para getting that advantage here, but War now back on the signature May, which made like a little bit more difficult here for Dr. Jargo with these walls.
Yeah, we actually see Parg over to the Reaper and not Verity. Verity's gonna be sticking on the Sim. Para TP with the bubble onto the point here. The Cat's gonna force to back up a little bit. Wall out from War to kind of catch Dr. Jargo as Verity falls down. Fish though, no healing available. I mean, he just dies in his own backline to Para.
Para
with 3K from Para.
I say who's gonna be the difference? It's gonna be Para. Para opens things up there with a kill over on towards Fish, and Fish just, I'm done with this. I'm going over to Reinhardt. I'm going back to the comfort pick.
I respect it, you know. I thought maybe we would get another tank mirror, but Fish not interested. You saw a little bit of the Reinhardt on Circuit Royale. It's gonna be going back to it now. As they get some nice picks onto Dr. Jargo, and the rest of the Cats, they get to hold this archway now.
The biggest thing is just resetting Dr. Jargo's energy for the fight where he breaks out. So that's a really big, a nice wall from War to stop the over-aggression coming through, force him away. But Dr. Jargo very quick to once again building up the full energy here before the fight really breaks out. A nice wall from War though, locks Para, just gets out with just a sliver HP, really chooses War, so big advantage now for Venge on cooldowns.
Yeah, Topaz though, he gets caught in the middle. I don't think he wanted to be there. TP in now from Para is going to pick up Swifters as Fish, you know, he's forced to pin away. War does go down, so does Fish. I mean, it was a nice play there from Para, you know, jumping from the high ground with the bubble. And Topaz, unfortunately, just gets caught.
I mean, does Para have like a different game client than me? Because they have no footsteps, I guess, on any character. Sojourn, Reaper, it doesn't matter. They just don't turn around. Para is just the unkillable flanky demon.
Maybe they got the
Zig,
early grab here though.
Early grab, early flood, early Katsuna rush. I mean, it's 2 for 2.
It's pretty messy. You would say it probably favors the defense here, but there's no supports alive here for the Vengeance. Fish still gonna walk forward with this Reinhardt shield though. Simwell coming out from Verity. They're gonna try to re-engage here. War is the target on point, forced to use that ice block. Verity is just beaming down Fish's shield. He's gonna go down. War, no block now on point. Gonna use the Blizzard. Beat out from Greg, trying to keep Verity alive. They cannot. Kitsune rush now from Warblehawk to keep going. Swifters backing up on point now. Not going to use that Death Blossom.
Is this Overwatch?
Yeah, I don't know anymore. People just super long fights. All the ults used. Fish on the Reinhardt, standing on point. Greg, he gets bubbled to save his life.
Oh no, the beast slave from Topaz.
He will keep Fish alive. The bubble blossom for Para.
They just gave it up.
I mean, they were gonna lose that fight anyways, but yeah, not touching. This is tough.
This is TUFF right here. This is tough. Like this is like hard to watch almost. This defense is really not. But they have most coming online here. They got the Shatter. They have that Blossom. They got to make it work. But they have to look at Para. They didn't know that Para's up here. Topaz walking up. You're gonna lose. YZ runs away.
He's looking for the Shatter. Dr. Jargo just dies though. Nice wall here from War. Yeah, Warblehawk is still behind, by the way, on the high ground. Para as well. Gonna TP in. I think they're all gonna live.
Still, 3 ults online. Big ults. Just don't use them all at once, and you'll be just fine. Because, okay, sorry, this is King Girl point. This is King Girl point to your time is going to die. There was enough time bank for it.
TP bubble in from Para. Kitsune rush in response here from Tommy Slat.
Big Suzu, but not enough.
Run, what a wall. Amazing wall there from War. Cuts the entire team's escape path off. They just get swung on by Fish. Swifter uses the Blossom just to secure it. Para gonna get staggered here.
Death Blossom perhaps a little unnecessary. The Fish still holding on to Shattered Diamond Hands. You know, let it loose when perfect pure. But the ults are coming very quickly here for the Cats and Hats. If they can just outlive the Shatter, they're in a great spot to take this fight home. TP up on the high ground there from Verity. Forced Swifters away. And Par there to meet him. Forced away with the Wraith 4, but now Dark is close. And the wall's not going to hit. That might be the goal.
No, not quite there. Yeah, they're walking around the corner now. Dr. Jargo's so close to this ult, but he does shatter, does hit the backline, but they can't get the kills on him. Beat now in response here from Greg. Gonna try to re-engage. Fish so low is gonna fall. Grab catches Topaz and War. Beat there from Topaz, not able to keep him alive. War's gonna fall as soon as he's out of this block. Wall here from Verity. Probably unnecessary. Greg dies though. Dire triggers.
It's like the neuron activation. The second you see the dire triggers in the kill feed, you gotta just dire triggers, absolute bat chest chills. But
yeah, and that was such a weird fight. Fish cut both of the backline from the cats in his shatter, but they just weren't able to follow up on it at all. Warblehawk now coming in with this Kitsune rush. Counter Kitsune rush here. Gets bubbled.
Or white speed dead.
Oh my.
And die with Blizzard.
Is there anything this Para guy cannot do?
Die.
Like actually, yeah, apparently.
Invincible.
Actually doing so much. Fish gonna pin onto point now. Got his rectangle to keep him alive.
God doesn't use it. Just opts to swing instead and die.
War throws the Blizzard. Is not gonna freeze anybody. But just gonna get some more stalls. Swifter's going with the Blossom. Gets the DPS low, but they can't get the kills. And it's gonna be the cap here with 142.
Despite the 5-minute time bank going in. The cap was under 2 minutes, but for King's Row, this is a very good time bank.
Switching sides.
And
yeah.
I don't. Oh, do not check War's kill feed. Do not check War's KD. Don't check War's KD. Oh no. He hit it with them. My goodness, but I'm just looking at the stats here. I mean, Para is 25-4 on this Reaper, like, just the unkillable demon. But speaking of unkillable, Greg has 1 death on this Lucio. They've just unleashed the demon. He's nerfing himself. They're nerfing themselves by going over onto the Iliari, but they're showing off this Lucio gameplay. 3700 might be an understatement for this player here, and they're going back over on this composition. And despite some questionable ult usage there towards the Cats and the Hats in the end, that one fight where they opted to use that sim wall when it probably wasn't really needed, stuff like that. But Warblehawk had the rush just in time, and Para, you know, from the top ropes coming in, locks down at Death Blossom. And we're seeing the swap here from Tommy Slat will get off the Kiriko and we'll go over onto the Baptiste. And Fish will start on the right. And we didn't really see this Rhine work. There's just so much that the Rhine can block, and with a high charge Zarya rear behind you, Fish is just too much to worry about when they get walked on the front line. And with the sim as well, Fish is just like opting in for self-torture here. Someone's gotta call like a therapist. This man's in trouble.
Yeah, I think the copium here for the Vengeance is that now Tommy on the Baptiste may be able to keep Fish alive a little bit longer. The lamps may be more useful than the Suzu in that case. Wall out early here from War. Does catch Dr. Jargo a little bit. Is going to be forced to use both bubbles and his low. Just going to fall. Suzu not there in time to keep him alive. It's a good start here for the Vengeance. Swifters does fall, but Greg is in their backline? What is happening?
3 people turn for Greg, and Par just kills the other 2.
I mean, maybe the distraction tactics there from Greg, you know, make everybody look at him and let Par run the lobby.
And they don't kill them. They don't kill them. Greg just runs away.
I mean, actually criminal.
There's someone's gotta call, like, I don't know, the Homeland Security or something. This person cannot
wait. Dr. Jargo goes over to the Rissa, and now Fish goes over to the Zarya.
Okay. This man saw a Spilo video and said, I know that Zarya counters Rissa, guys.
Yeah, counter swapped Andy over here.
But No way flying just until it's flying very low, but Verity is just high charge on speed and Fish just gets melted. The window not intended to keep the Zarya alive, but they do get 2 kills off this villain. Still doable here. They're gonna get some ticks, but they're gonna come in with their tank advantage here.
Yeah,
And
Dr.
Tara
Jargo
is
now on point, trying to re-engage. Nice spear onto Swifters, get that kill. The Vengeance, I think they're gonna back off here and just go for a soft reset. They might try to take this 4v3 still while they have it.
Tara's got the ult though.
Kutsune rush here from Warbler Hawk, as well as the
Nice
wall here
wall.
from Verity. Beat does catch on to 4 members here from Topaz, keep them alive, but the pull with the Blossom is so big. Para 2k, and that shuts down that push.
Just down that beat push was a huge advantage for him, but however, he's still walking in with his Blizzard, with that Blossom Fish, 56% of his grab. Greg might be able to stop, it was one of them with their sound barrier, but he had to miss a lot there for defense. But again, if you're the Vega, if you are the Cats and Hats, just any time off the bank is a win because of how good you looked on point C. You're playing not for point A, but for point B, but with a minute 30 of time bank, 1 fight victory here with the ult online. If they fail to cap this, it's looking rough for Vega Bench. They might be at match point here already.
Para
If it comes
in the
out-
back line here, just kind of separated from their own team. This Blizzard is kind of
The
forcing
Aurora
them off, though. They
Blizzard.
can't touch. They can't touch.
Okay, the only time in Overwatch that a zoning ultimate is actually good. that was a really good
And-
ult there from War.
Yeah, it was surprising because Greg used that sound barrier, but the Cats seemingly didn't really want to play aggressive even though they had it. Dr. Jargo just kind of forced back, and then the wall there from Warher just to secure it. Dr. Jargo also goes down. Fish just beaming.
I mean, Greg just trying to kill Fish, trying to reset his energy, but Swifter's there for the backup, and they just will now continue to push forward here to get these staggers, get these kills, power down. And there we go. Able to hold on the grab, able to hold on to Death Blossom. It's looking really good for point B push now for the Vega Vengeance, as there's no response for any elements on their side. Jargo finally swaps back over on the Zarya to match, but I think for point B, it might be a little bit too late playing for the long game here for point C.
Surely Fish doesn't swap back to Reinhardt, right?
Please. No. Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
that's
Pick their-
in fact the opposite of good.
yeah. Tommy uses the window and dies for it. TP in from Verity here now. Blossom from Swifters, though, able to catch Greg. Trying to get out with this Wraith form. War does get caught in the process. A few trades come out. Fish goes down. Warberhawk gonna use this Kitsune Rush just to secure it.
Not good there. You invest in that window, invest in that Blossom, still have this ground down surge, still have that ready to go. Swifters is behind enemy lines though, and they're gonna get out scot-free. Little extra all charge there.
TP is there. If you're the Cats here, you kind of have to play for this TP out of the grab. You don't really have any other play to survive it. Maybe this wall as well. Trying to card out. Wall comes out early. Blossom on from Para onto nobody.
Where
The
was
boot there
that?
from
I didn't
Topaz.
see Para's
I don't
character
even
model.
know. I don't know what the fuck where that was, but
They win the fight anyway.
yeah, apparently not. The wall, I think, from Verity is just so big there. Cut the team in half. Really nice. Yeah, okay. I thought there was it had to have been a boop. He was in there flying.
I just feel like the Batman music. Dun, 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 dun. Just actually above him, just aura farming with the spinning. Yeah, that's okay. That makes a lot more sense. But now Jargo has a grab to match. Fish is just reluctant to part with his ground tonsor.
Hey, and he's been so slow that Greg has almost gotten to this sound barrier, so they might be able to get it.
Jargo
Dr.
grabs
Jargo grabs first! Lamp there. Beat
Greg!
Jax! Oh no, it's disaster for the Cats. Beat from Topaz able to keep the Vengeance alive through the grab, and Greg, he just can't get it off. The Greg Jax. Oh no.
I got no one to respond to that. That's
TP here.
One.
Yeah. I think they
What?
thought maybe
Who
they
knows,
would go for
20
the
seconds
TP to
time
try to
bank.
touch.
This
Nah, not there.
They're not gonna be able to match.
Yeah, but they
Jargo?
want to finish with any time at all to maybe force extra innings here. Dr. Jargo dying is a good start there for the Vengeance. Ult from Swifters catches Greg.
Fuck you, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Kill this Lucio. It worked out.
Once
You're getting a
again-
lot of staggers here at the end here, though.
Yeah, really good staggers. Those three weren't able to catch wave on each other at the end, though. So it could have been worse there. And now they get to walk out with some of their own ults. Kitsune Rush, Death Blossom here for the cats. But War's Blizzard might cut off the fight again. Par just dies!
Par was going for the ultimate, but gets shut down. The Casino Rush from the low ground, the window from the high ground. The Blizzard comes in here.
The
Is a big.
Blizzard is so big. Dr. Jargo is gonna fall.
The wall.
Yeah, I don't know if that's where it was supposed to go.
I don't think this probably will coach her up.
Score 3-3.
I mean, somehow the Vega bench able to bring that back and just get like a 16-second disadvantage, which for how bad it was looking there is a miracle. The bench is looking really clean there, especially on point C, but it's a bit of a misplay coming out there from the Cats and Hats as well. You know, Para goes in and dies when they're trying to use a Death Blossom, the wall being built in the wrong continent. I mean, it's just the Warblehawk Casino Rush was there, but the Thomas that window was able to shut that down from the high ground fairly effectively, so honestly not too shabby. And now just again, that 16-second time bank here, and War will go over onto the Far here, maybe try to catch a bit off guard, knowing they don't have the hit scan ready to go.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe sticking on as far, maybe just a spawn room sort of thing. But yeah, the cats they just got to use their ultimates a little bit better there. You know, you obviously want some of those backs. The beat and the wall just not what it needs to be for them to win those fights. As look at another opportunity here on defense. So their A defense went so well last time, so they definitely want a full hold here.
We're going to keep in
Six
mind that
whispers.
fights one post Greg Jax is at 0 right now. We'll have to keep this in mind. Perhaps the mental shattered right when that beat failed to drop, but we're just joshing. But right now, War is sticking on Asfara.
Yeah, Warblehawk, the only person here for the cats that has any sort of hit scan to maybe pressure out War, as he is half HP, so have to be a little bit careful. Dr. Jargo, forced to back up a little bit, is really low. Lamp is there to keep him alive, but not Greg, apparently. Goes down, and it's just a complete team wipe.
Yeah, there's just too much damage with this Farah to really stay alive. Warblehawk going for the contest here, but War gets the boop away, and they're gonna get a cap here on A. Everybody is gonna respond. Bear just swaps here over on the Soldier and just try to make it work. And Warblehawk got bad spawn. That's disastrous.
That is terrible. Now, the rest of the cats, they know it. They're backing up already. They can't really hold any space here without their Baptiste. Greg going back to speed Warblehawk back into this fight, but in the meanwhile, the Vengeance could just take all the space on second here.
Jargo walking forward, does force Swifters to use that waveform fairly early here. So we're seeing if we find that go button. Para T-Piss in the back line here, trying to get some extra damage in, but Greg falling very low gets out in just a nick of time. But a lot of space being taken here on point B, and the Far continues to be a nuisance.
Yeah. Not really a way for the cats to deal with this far. Now window here from Tommy Slide on the corner. Good disengage from the cats, so they won't fall down to it. Para looking for a play is going to get spotted. Forced to back up. Dr. Jargo now going on point with their own window. Swifters goes down to Para. Para gets 2. Grav here on point, catches Dr. Jargo and Greg. Counter Grav here, catches Tommy Slad. Para with a 3rd. And that's going to be the hold right there. Midway through second. Still a pretty good push, though,
It's a very
for the
good
Vengeance.
push. I mean, I would have liked to see that if Topaz doesn't get caught out there. They were kind of caught over in the Mega side. The beat wouldn't have done much, but what could have happened if they just had Lucio there? Because, you know, Thomas that managed to survive the entire grab with an actually placed Immortality Field as well. They couldn't get it around the corner with the fish grab kind of locking him behind that. So, honestly, it could have been even worse for the Cats and Hats. Just luckily, Power comes in clutch here once again on a flank and finds 2 opening kills to kind of solidify things. Does War stick on this far for the defense? I would not expect it. And yes, they're going back to the May, which, I mean, just one goodly time wall here probably ends this map and takes us to a tied series. Verity is going to start on the Sojourn, but May wants to see that May going to swap right back.
Yeah, interesting here if we see Variety on something. We've been playing the sim all map. But, you know, for the cats, I think they can do it. I think if they can play aggressive enough with Para, we've seen how well they've played the entire map. Para currently sitting at 42 kills. Just insane performance from them.
I'd also like to
And
see
they're going
like
to need to do
Tommy's
more.
stats, immortality stats, because I mean Tommy's at this swap over on the Baptiste has worked wonders for the Vengeance, which I mean is one of their signature characters, but immortality kills have been great keeping Fish alive in the front line, and that line Dark Jugger to run away with the Zarya duel.
Yeah, TP in early from Para is going to force some eyes, but counter TP forces the lamp here out of Warrior Hawk. Nobody gonna die for now. Para still in the back line. Is gonna wraith away. Gets walled though from War. Fighting inside this hotel. But nobody's gonna die for it.
No more retaliate fields or a bubble to either side, I think, right now. So now, oh, but Swifters! A quick little headshot there, and it's 2 down. And point A will continue to be held.
Para finally flying too close to the sun there. They've been living on the edge the entire attack. You know, so many times they get away on 1 HP. That time just not able to live. And that's, you know, what the one fight that they could lose with their extra time bank, that's the luxury they could afford there. Now they have to be perfect for the rest of it.
Well, look at this huge ult advantage here, though. Swifters and Fish dominating this Reaper Zarya matchup right now. And right down in their spawn.
Yeah. Para goes in with that TP, not able to find any value. War is forced to use the block, but I don't think he's going to get punished for it. So many low health bars here, especially Verity, still really low. TP in from Para and dies! Dire triggers! Where did their health go?
That's like 2-time killer right there.
TP from Swifters gets 3. It's a 4K for Swifters, 5K for Swifters. That's going to put the exclamation mark at the end of this map. The Vengeance, they're gonna do it.
Swifters as well. Let them know.
He is too powerful.
I mean, that's almost like a flip of Circuit Royale. Like, the Vengeance should not have won that map with the way things are looking, but they bring it back at the end, and now we're all tied up, so 2 teams not able to kind of finish the advantage they should have. So it's like which team can
show it again. Show the Greg Jacks again in the play of the game.
No.
Oh.
Also, how does this 5K not get the play of the game? I got questions for the Overwatch developers here, but those questions will be answered as break. Don't go anywhere. We're all tied at 1-1 when the Overwatch cut continues after this.
Welcome back, everybody. We are into map 3, tied up 1-1. The Vengeance, they have picked Nepal and banned Orisa, and we see the theme for the Cats continuing as they're gonna keep banning War's hero pool of Pharah. Maybe it's the Venture ban on map 4. Don't let War play anything, but for now, just gonna be the Pharah ban.
I mean, I think like trying to ban out Wars, like trying to ban out Pharah, or trying to ban out Neptune. Once Pharah's gone, you can't ban anything else Neptune because they're just going to default back to the Pharah, which I'm guessing War will probably default back to the May here. So you got to think what else giving you trouble. I would have honestly banned the Tommy Slat Baptiste on this map. On the control point, it's going to be very difficult to win these brawly engage you're trying with these immortality fields that Tommy has been putting out, as well as just the damage and healing that Tommy Slat is pumping out on this Baptiste. So that would have been the ban I might have gone for because I'm expecting Ward to stick on the May regardless here at this point for the rest of the series. But maybe you trust Warblehawk to take down that kind of that duel. I don't think we're seeing Topaz and Times swap on the supports. If they are, I would consider this. I would call it ESEC because we might be trolling a bit. But interesting. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, don't talk to me about the Topaz map. Ooh. Got enough experience with that last season.
Oh, the downfall of tomatoes all started when this man locked Baptiste.
Yeah,
The ESPN 30 for 30. There's just one tether the Topaz Teast. But yeah, there we go. Back on what we should be expecting. Verity gets stick on this Symmetra here again to open things up. And Fish on the Rhine again. It worked out so well last time. Might as well try it again, right?
Yeah, Swift is on the Sim here instead of the Reaper. They're gonna get point first, and Para just gets annihilated by those turrets.
Oh my goodness gracious! Power just melted it before our very eyes, and great TP, great little turret placement for Swift, expecting that Reaper TP on the engage and not allowing those cooldowns to come through just in time, and you're gonna get first cap off that for free. And Power swaps to the Genji.
Yeah, interesting swap there. I think maybe just not as predictable with the TP. I'm not sure, but Swift is gonna TP to the high ground now. The whole of the Vengeance take it. They aren't able to find anything though. They go back to point.
The Center's down. Swift is also 1 HP. Para finds Symmetra sitting up on high ground. Darko finds so weak. Do you think he'll have in time? Looks like they will, and Para continues to be a nuisance. Your tie field is invested here, and now the fight for it engages here, and really no cooldowns here for Tommy's or Topaz. They're gonna finally collapse in, find these kills, and get the flip.
Yeah, maybe Para knows something we don't with this Genji, because they look great on it so far. I think maybe just the ability to climb onto the high ground and just kind of avoid some of the damage there. It's kind of crucial. Swifters, they get caught first. They didn't, follow the rest of the team as the rest of the Vengeance had dropped onto the low ground, but Swifters stayed on the high ground, got caught for it. And that first pick was all the Cats needed.
I think that Genji just does a bit of punishing on the mispositioned characters, though, especially just like that Symmetra. But now Para is kind of caught no man's land, but they will get out in time.
Big wall here from War. Catches Dr. Jargo. They just fall down.
Jargo down, and that's a free flip.
Yeah. Window also invested there from Tommy Slat just to make sure that Dr. Jargo for sure died. Greg gonna get staggered here a little bit late. Warblehawk as well. Verity, I think, able to get out with their life. But that was a really good retake, really clean. Just TP on the point, wall, window, annihilate Dr. Jargo, and that's all they needed.
To win with just the window is huge, especially considering you're gonna have Blizzard, that sim wall, shattered, beat here for his next engagement. It's gonna be matched with almost 5 ults on the other side. So it's gonna be a very big Q-fest here, but a very quick engagement in the backline here. Par looking to punch the blade, but Topaz doesn't
No, Topaz Ajax!
No, Topaz Jax!
Oh, Ajax is from both teams here. Re-engage here from Verity with this overclock. Para does fall down, so it's kind of even for now. Beat here from Greg, trying to counteract this Blizzard, but it's the Shatter and the pin onto Dr. Jargo to eliminate them. And it's going to be the Vengeance winning map 1 after a messy fight.
Yeah, to die with Casino, to die with Grav, it's a devastating turn events there for the Cats and Hats. As the Reinhardt doing much better here on this more enclosed point. We saw them taking the fast engage, not allowing Jargo to build that energy up in time. And despite Topaz's best efforts, the Vengeance take home point 1. But now we're going into the more kind of open areas of the map. Darko will go over onto the Ramatra here, not wanting to
Toach.
play Toach.
You just need a gun that shoots healing grenades.
Yeah, we'll see if Dr. Jargo elects to play as Ramatra, but I like the adaptation from Maps 2 to Map 3 here for the Vengeance. You know, swapping out the Reaper from Swifters for the Sim, it just felt like Fish was able to get in position a lot better, actually be able to swing on the back line, and I think that's exactly what they needed to make this Rhine comp work, and it is working.
Yeah, no more Reaper, no more Zarya here now. Dr. Jarko will opt in the Ramatra. Some more counter dash coming through. But Swifters on the Sim and just looking to be a nuisance to this Ramatra, forcing away very quickly. And Jargo just gets melted, even in the Ram form, with the high beam of Swifters. And they're just going to walk forward here once again and get these kills and get this point flip first.
Yeah, Jargo just kind of throwing out the punches, not really caring for their own life there to hold the right click, but, you know, that's going to cost them their life and going to give the Vengeance first cap here as Tommy Slat is already 85 to window.
And Thomas Slat is having
Holy cow.
MVP performance on stat piece. Like, it can't be more hyped up than it currently is. Like, this is, again, why I wanted to say ban Baptiste on this map, because Tommy Slat is just melting you down. The TP comes out from very over on the Elephant here, trying to get some energy, but Dark Dragon is so low here already, and the window comes out, the game comes through.
Yeah, there's the advantage of that fast window there. It looked like the Vengeance were in trouble, but that window able to stabilize them and keep them going in this fight. Now that it's over, re-engage here, wall off though, catches Dr. Jargo a little bit. Is going to be forced to, in that Ram form a little bit early. Now with this wall, Dr. Jargo is just going to fall.
Here to cut things up, but the block is just in time, and there comes the beat from Topaz for 3 members of the team. And that's going to be enough to hold here.
Yeah, probably not needed with the beat. I think that one maybe a little unnecessary considering Dr. Jargo and Para were already dead. But, you know, maybe with Tommy Slat being dead, he thought, you know, we just needed it to sustain, so
Topaz
I don't hate it.
Ajax again.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Usually when I can't lose it, just gives it on the stat sheet. Verity will have wall, Greg 20 to the beat. I mean, this has to be a long, drawn-out engagement here for the Cats has to find their ult, to find their value, but with time being dwindling away as fast as it is, you're walking into Shatter, into a Blizzard. It's looking rough here for him, but this might be the advantage taking us to match point.
Yeah, wall here out early. Fish taking a lot of damage, forced to just hold that shield. Lamp as well used early. Dr. Jargo not going with the Annihilation. Freeze here out from War is going to catch on to Dr. Jargo, who throws it up. Shatter as well. Catches Greg! No way! No way, no way, no way. Greg gets Ajax from the Shatter. There's just no way.
No.
Oh, no. The Vengeance with an absolutely dominant map 3, though.
Yeah, I mean, no issue whatsoever. Take us to Nepal. And our esteemed producer said, stop banning War's hero pool, because it's not working.
No,
Like,
I think the problem is that they haven't banned them all yet. So we'll get the
we need
Venture
ban
ban out of the
next
way.
map. That'll fix it, I think.
That is what they need.
Like, you have to start looking at banning out Tommy Slat or banning out, you know, maybe a Fish on the tank, ban out the Reinhardt, force that Zarya mirror, which Jargo was doing really well in. Because right now, the Cats and Hats game plan is not working, and now they need to answer because we are now once again at match point 2-1 here for the Vega Vengeance. What do they have for us in Met 4? What to wait and see ourselves break, don't get anywhere. Overwatch class continues after this.
Welcome back to the Aurora Overwatch Clash. It is map 4 as the Vengeance take the 2-1 lead, winning Nepal. And for once in this series, War is fully unlocked. They have not banned out War's hero pool. It's the Rhine ban instead for the Cats. Booney, how good will War be on this map now that he can play whatever he wants?
I'm surprised they didn't ban Lucio. I'm be real. Hey, at War, what are you playing? We banned that. Yeah, now we're going for a full like Zarya mirror here. Master Jedi will in fact hold the Reaper Reigns this map with Hara over on the Tracer. Take him out on the Bastion. So Bastion may and oh what? Okay, a good opening there for Swift to find Master Jedi, and the Reaper's now gone. Dr. Jargo is walled off and just melted down immediately.
Yeah, we do see the swap here as Tommy Slack goes over to the DPS with War on support. And the wall, I mean, perfect from Tommy Slide, able to catch off Dr. Jargo. Master Jedi also getting picked doesn't help either. And this is kind of like a very anti-Zarya comp. Like, the whole idea here for the Vengeance is we're going to wall off Dr. Jargo, and then we're going to use Bastion form and blow him up.
Fish has 25 damage and 2 wounds. That's efficiency. That's saving it for next time, but another early bully for Dr. Jargo. They're gonna get melted down. I mean, they're trying to stay alive, but Para caught on the outside, and it's looking not very good here for the Cats right now. Is this Bastion May comp is devastating so far. Just melting out Dr. Jargo in the front line, not allowing Zarya to really maintain energy or build anywhere towards the grab, and there's nothing they can do. These May walls is just too good. The Bastion damage from the walls is too much.
Yeah, taking while cleaning up on this Bastion. As the rest of the Cats are going to fall down. That's probably the first point as well. Para maybe could look for this touch, but the rest of the team, Dr. Jargo is going over to Ball. It's interesting. I kind of like this swap. Going for this touch.
If they're going for his touch, let's see where Jargo goes. Jargo's dodges the wall, gets a touch just in time, and just starts spinning to win. Where's the team?
Yeah, they're still so slow to make it there. Greg is now on point. Dr. Jargo's already dead.
I understand where they were. Oh, Topaz let him know in the chat as work at the final blow. And I mean, look at the ult building up here for the side of the Vega Vengeance right now. The Cats and Hats have nothing, and Master Jedi swaps over on the Cassidy, but they're sticking with this Wrecking Ball, just trying to negate that Bastion and May value here. But Jargo, we're gonna need a little quicker follow-up next time here, next engagement here for the Cats and Hats to find success on this.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, if Greg got split from the team and just wasn't able to speed people around, or what really happened, but they need to make it a little bit cleaner here. Dr. Jargo going in through the team, forcing that Suzu already. He's stick there on taking Wallet, but he's in the form, is going to stay alive. Beat here from War is going to keep the rest of the team alive, healthy as well, as Master Jedi will fall down. Cap now coming through here from the Vengeance. Dr. Jargo so low, I think is going to live. Para goes to point and dies. Warblehawk resetting.
And yeah, I mean, just huge plays, able to use that Bastion form damage negation to stop the Pulse Storm from getting that final blow. War with a wall-time beat to keep the 5 members of the
Hold
team
the wall
alive.
here on Jargo.
And it's not looking good. It's not looking good. The first three maps fairly competitive, but after map 3, it's been all Vega Vengeance here in the series. And Greg just trying to get out with their life, but right now they are being sent right back to spawn as Swiftridge finds a multi-kill there in the fight. And they still have 4 ults to use. Finally getting something online here for the Cats and Hats, but it is not looking good, as the perks are also now online, complete for the Vega Vengeance.
Yeah, I respect the Cats for trying something new on this map. Maybe they thought, Zarya wasn't working, but honestly, I thought they were doing fine in the Zarya mirror on King's Row. That was a super competitive, really close map, and now that they've moved away from it, they just really haven't had any success at all. Last fight here for the second point. Kitsune Rush from Warblehawk off the high ground. Counter Kitsune Rush coming out from Swifters. Greg is just going to fall though, and there's just no touch.
God. We messed the mines after the coin opens.
Fish does eat every mine.
You do reset Fish's energy, but you lose everybody else in the process. I mean, did Jargo go for a swap here? We see them rolling back.
Yeah, Jargo has to swap. Yeah, we're just gonna mirror. I like this. I thought the Zarya they were doing was fine, and obviously it's kind of desperation now. It's last point. One more, one more point. The Vengeance could win the whole series, and they still have a massive ult advantage here.
Yeah, Greg's beat has to be game changing.
Grab coming early.
And
Greg
yeah,
is just not going to use beat.
I mean, yeah, you just lose Greg for 2 ultimates here, and the point still isn't open just yet. You just have to keep. Oh, it's a good exchange.
Oh, it's actually a
too.
good trade though.
If Jargo can stay alive, he'll be massive.
Para also 1 HP. Para is actually the one capping point here. 1 health below is going to get that block to stay alive here. The Cat's going to look to re-engage now that they helped all 5 people alive. Para is going to go down. Beat here now coming out from Greg, trying to keep going here. Going to look to go on Fish. Whoa, counter beat from Warther is perfect. Message is going to fall.
You all have to drop to help Para there, because Para was kind of cuffed by a wall, but there's plenty of opportunity to get there. Instead, you rotate towards the point, leave your mate out to dry, and you lose out that. Turns to a 4v5, you opt in to use the beat. War having the later beat, able to survive. There are no ults now, though, for the side of the Vega Vengeance, and they have 2 fights here if they go quick, but yeah, they have to help Para in this situation. Para has Blizzard here ready to go, really only ult online. Switch is close, but right now, it's desperation mode here for the Cats, and a nice wall to split them off. Got that.
They have to have this fight. 3 ults to work with. So close to him. Warbler Hawk with their ult. They're not going to use it until now. After taking Wallet has fallen down, Fish going to go down as well. So that was a fight that they needed to win, assuming they get the rest of these cleanup kills. No supports alive for the Cats, but I don't think it will matter.
They're finally gonna get that, and a fairly cheap fight win too. They get just for Kitsune Rush. Nothing was invested on the side of the Vega Vengeance, but you had your grab, your Blizzard, and your Bastion, your Artillery Strike. You have the combos you need. And Greg having a slight advantage here on the beat as well over War could be huge here for this point and perhaps going forward. They had to win this cheap here. They had to get this point for basically one of these 2 ultimates, or it might just be over. They're going really aggressive here.
Hits the grab here, trying to combo with this Bastion ult. The Artillery Strike comes in, is going to find 2. That's the combo they needed. A little stagger on a Tommy Slat. War is going to get out with their life. And it's going to be tough to touch here, actually, for the Vengeance. All respawning on 62%. The speed from War, we'll see if they can get there in time. They're going to try, though.
They should, and if they do, if worse of the Blizzard from Para, it'll be rough here. 80%, see where they're setting up for rotation.
Oh, Brig is low.
It's a
Graviton
big...
Surge hits 4 Suzu there, but the Artillery Strike going to come through. Catches 3 from Taken Wallet. Freeze from Para is going to catch on a Taken Wallet, but they're not going to get that kill. It's a 4K for Taken Wallet. Now it's going to be Desperation Touches for the Cats. They're not going to make any swaps. Greg's going to be the one to have to touch here with the Lucio. Dr. Jargo maybe on this ball. Going down below. They don't get it. And the Vega Vengeance, they slip up on map 1, but as the series went on, it just got more and more dominant as they take it 3-1.
Yeah, a good turnaround there to map 1, especially, and also how rough it looks on King's Row to start off things, but you come back and clutch up basically 3 straight maps in a row with no competition whatsoever. Looking really good here for the Vega Vengeance as they start off the season 2-0, and the Cats will fall down to the 0-2. So the tail of 2 seasons here in our first stage. The Cats do have, it appears like they have something working here, but they just have to, I guess, maybe find that second comp to make it work. Because once that Zarya was kind of out of the picture, it wasn't looking too good. But I think if they get a second comp online, like they did on Circle Royale, they should be able to kind of bounce back here next stage.
Yeah, the Cats had a lot of nice moments. Obviously, those first 2 maps were super close, and maybe they got boomed after losing map 2, maybe. But just a few things they got to fix. Some questionable bans or picks in general, right? Giving away map pick for map 3, allowing the Vengeance to choose Nepal, and some other bans. The Tor ban on map 2, maybe not the most impactful. But something they can definitely try to improve going forward. But it was the Vengeance's game, and they really took it to them on those 3rd and 4th maps.
Yeah, now we have to give out an MVP of the series. I definitely have a person in my mind to give it to, but I'll listen to your arguments first.
Well, I just think it's Tommy. I think Tommy just
that was mine.
insane the entire series. He just definitely deserved it. The Baptiste was insane.
The
And
Mayon
even the May on map 4 was really
Flashpoint.
good as well, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and bring in Thomas Sat for a quick interview here. And there they are. There's our MVP of the series. Thomas Sat, congratulations on the win. Starting for season up 2-0. How's it feeling?
Uh, Feels pretty good, I guess. I'm in the middle of eating my bed.
Oh no, no problem. We,
All
we dragged
good.
you in against your will, so
That's all good. I don't know. It feels good. Shout out team for picking it up after the first map. The vibes were a little down, but we turned it around.
yeah, I guess it's a good place to start because you guys come into Circuit Royale, you have like the near 4-minute time make advantage, and you manage to kind of fumble it away. I guess who
Yeah.
was just the main person to kind of bring it back for the squad there on map 2, especially with how it
War.
started. They were kind of running you down as well. It was looking kind of rough there that first half, but you bring it back, the defense get a good hold going, then from then on out, just complete Vega dominance. So
It was definitely War. Shout out War. I mean, everybody, picked it up. I think I was a little out of it the first map too, so. But shout out War for real. He's always a great vibes guy.
Yeah, for
And I think the
sure.
Bucks winning
Oh,
helped.
sorry.
My bad. I was gonna say I think the Bucks winning helped because Swifters was just amazing after that. He was so happy.
That's pretty hype. I'm also a Bucks fan, so it's a good day. But I gotta ask about map 3 in the Reinhardt comp. Obviously, you guys played the Rhine on map 2 and a little bit on map 1, and it really didn't work for you guys. But you made the adaptation, played the sim, and it just looked a lot better for you. So just like talk me through like the thought process of like keeping with the Rhine comp and trying to make it work.
I think we identified that when they're Reapers, like TPing and just look at main, like look down main and look the core. Once we started doing that, it was pretty raps.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll go ahead and give you El Clasico and let you get back to your delicious dinner meal ahead of you here. So if you cannot be
Thank
MVP
you.
of your team this
I think.
series, who'd you give it to and why?
Oh man, that's always hard because who else would you give it to besides me? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's very
I
true.
mean,
We were both in
we
complete
gave it to you
agreement
for
when
a
we asked
reason.
for it. So
I think Swifters or War, either one, just cause.
we'll give it to
Oh, you
Swifters
can give it to
because
all those guys.
he has the Chris Middleton profile picture on Discord, the Bucks one.
There we
So
go.
even though they're not there anymore, but we'll give it to him.
Hey, cash money, man.
All right. Well, we'll let you get back to your dinner here. Town with that. Congrats on the win again, going to 0-2, and we'll
Thank
see you
you.
again here soon.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and there goes our hero, our Baptiste god, making it work in seemingly every comp. And yeah, Ven is up to a 2-0 start here, looking strong in their group, looking very good position to take it. They do face the Astro in week 3. That should be a really good game. Neptune versus War. That matchup always delivers.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with them. Space versus space. There you go. The thematic battle as well. The cats they go against the squirrel squad. Maybe that could be a bounce back game for them. We'll see how the squirrels do this week against the Astros. But you know, they gotta hope that they can take what worked well for them in this game and keep trying to do that. It's early in the season still. A lot to look forward to.
I know. I think that's the advantage of our new stage system is that you can kind of start off the season a little rough here, but bounce back in these later stages, going up against teams that might also have to try to bounce back. So a little more storyline there for you. But the game should be easier theoretically if the Captain has to bounce back and get stronger with a second comp and perhaps come back in the later stages of the season. But it's only 2 weeks in. It's definitely not any time to write any team off whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, I got nothing else. If you want to take us away here for your Nave, and
Yeah, just thank you for everyone for joining us for this game, Vega Vengeance. They got the job done 3-1. This has been Nave and Booney on the cast, Corey on the prod, and we'll see you next time.